Welcome to August's Retro Vinyl Club subscription unboxing. So, if you don't know the drill by now, I get 3 mystery records a month from the retro.co.uk, and I started this subscription again last month on a discount, and I'm also able to offer a discount to all of my viewers and subscribers as well. In fact, here's all the information for you that you need if you want to sign up. The Retro Vinyl Club is a monthly subscription box where you receive 3 vinyl LPs every month that are handpicked and specially curated to your own personal music taste. Postage is free, and here's how you join the club. So you just go to the retro.co.uk/vinyl, and then you click on the monthly option, and then you need to pick a minimum of 3 music genres, but as many as you like from all these that are here. Then when you've picked, press subscribe, and you're taken to the payment page. And here's the important bit: make sure in the discount field there you enter the code Jimmy Barnes, and that will get you 20% off your purchase. But that's not all, it will get you 20% off for the life of your subscription to the Retro Vinyl Club. So if you want to make sure that you make this saving that you're seeing on screen right now, then just keep your subscription open. You'll be receiving 3 great records every month, and it will always be at a discount. So don't forget, code Jimmy Barnes at checkout for 20% off at the retro.co.uk/vinyl. Enjoy. Okay, so nice and simple there. 20% off with the code Jimmy Barnes. It's an ongoing discount as well. Having said that, and I want to be completely transparent here, this subscription I was supposed to get on a discount this month, and the discount didn't go through, but I've spoken to Peter, who runs the Retro, and he's going to give me a partial refund, and hopefully that's not going to happen again. But I wanted to put that out there, and if anyone else had any problems with the 20% discount with the code Jimmy Barnes, then just get in touch with me and I will sort that out for you. Right, so here's the box where there'll be 3 LPs inside. Now before we crack into it, a lot of people gave me feedback on last month's July's Retro Vinyl Club unboxing, and they suggested to do something that I was thinking about doing anyway, and that was just to have a recap of last month's records and let you know what I thought of them. So I've made a few notes about July's albums. Of course, if you want to go back and watch that unboxing to see what I got, then that'll be my music collecting playlist. But for July's Retro Vinyl box, I pulled 3 albums, as is the norm. The first one I got was Health by C. Duncan, who was an artist I wasn't familiar with, but seems to be fairly well known on like the indie pop scene. And what I wrote was, it was kind of an 80s sounding sort of faux retro, modern indie pop. And his voice, I think his name's Christopher, but he's credited as C. Duncan. He reminds me a little bit of Green Gartside out of Scritti Politti. There's like a summery sound to the album, represented by the rather retro swimming pool look of the sleeve. And my favourite tracks on the album were Impossible and Pulses and Rain. But overall I gave this album 4 out of 10. It was below average to me, just wasn't to my taste. Wasn't enough sort of really catchy or memorable stuff on it, and it was kind of disappointing really. But as I said last month, before I'd even listened to it, or any of the other records, it's good, really. I can discover new music, and all 3 albums were completely new for me. If I don't like it, then, you know, so what? I've not paid a fortune. This is a great thing to get to add new records to the collection, or just to discover new music. So the second record that I pulled last month was Better Lost Than Stupid with Wild Slide. Apparently Better Lost Than Stupid, there wasn't an awful lot of information about them. What I could tell on someone's Wikipedia article is that it's like 3 Italian DJs or electronica producers, a bit of a supergroup type thing, but you know, a supergroup normally is like famous people in it. So it was like a house slash techno hybrid of sorts, and very minimalist sounding in places as well. You can obviously hear the continental European dance and techno roots, which I quite liked. My favourite tracks off Wild Slide was The Sky Is Too Low and Alto, and I gave this one 6 out of 10. It didn't blow me away, but I thought it was pretty good. Above average, you know, 6 out of 10, it's better than half. That's not a bad score. Maybe I'm judging it a little bit conservatively, but 6 out of 10 for Wild Slide by Better Lost Than Stupid. And the third and final record that I got, probably the most famous artist that I pulled last month, although at the time I didn't realise who he was, but this was Quavo with Quavo Huncho. And Quavo is 1/3 of the hip-hop group from Atlanta, I think they are, Migos. So Migos are like a hip-hop or a trap combo, and this was Quavo, or Quavo, I'm still not sure exactly how to pronounce his name, his debut solo album. There's a lot of tracks on the album, 19. It was split out over 2 discs, but that's not uncommon. But to have 19 tracks on one album, that's quite a lot, really. And there's a lot of familiar guest appearances and co-vocalists and people on this album. Madonna was probably the most famous name by a mile. Also Drake, Kid Cudi, Cardi B, there were other people as well, I've not written them down, and there were some famous producers as well. I'm sure Pharrell Williams had a hand in at least one of the tracks on here. So it was my first real sort of massive exposure to trap music, and it's quite sort of minimalist really, and the vocals are auto-tuned, something chronic. The beats and the melodies very repetitive, kind of hypnotic, probably deliberately so. My favourite tracks from Quavo or Quavo Huncho were Shine and Go All The Way, and I think I also liked one called Swing as well. However, I only gave this album 5 out of 10. I like hip-hop, I'm a hip-hop fan, but it just reminded me that I'm really more of a classic hip-hop fan. You know, 1980s, particularly the 90s, when G-Funk, gangster rap, thug rap was getting bigger, and I like a fair bit of the 2000s hip-hop as well, but this sort of auto-tune stuff that's come around, particularly since the last decade, just doesn't do a lot for me. There again, not an absolutely terrible record, but not really to my taste, so 5 out of 10. Really cool sleeve though, and it was just great to discover something that I'd never listened to before. So that was my thoughts on last month's albums. I'll hopefully do this again with what I'm going to pull today, next month, for September's unboxing. So let's get on with August's unboxing. So there were all 3 brand new records last month, but that's not guaranteed. I may get something second hand today. Right, I'm trying not to look. Yep, there is a sweet, a Vimto bar, lovely. I didn't hold that up very long, did I? Not that it's a sweet unboxing, but Peter at the Retro does tend to do that. Right, try not to look too much. Another flyer there, I think that looks to be pretty much the same one as last time. Let's just grab the first record. I haven't bothered changing any of my genres on the website. I may do that at some point, depending on what I get over the next couple of months or so and how I feel about it. As you can see from July's box, it didn't blow me away when I actually listened to it, but the excitement of pulling these brand new records and stuff that I was unfamiliar with, you can't put a price on that. Right, the first record today is, looks like a newbie again. This is Tall Ships Impressions. I have heard of Tall Ships, I'm sure I have. I think they're an indie band. I'm not going to say too much on them because I don't think I've heard them, or if I have, I didn't realise it was them, and I could be completely wrong here. But Tall Ships Impressions is the first pull. Just trying to determine what's on the sleeve here. I'm not sure, like X-rays of something or other. Bones, maybe, or fragments of bone. I don't know. 1 disc album, this. Another one on Fat Cat Records, this one. C. Duncan Health was on Fat Cat. I'm hoping it's going to be better than C. Duncan. It could be completely different. And like I say, I will hopefully recap my thoughts and give you a score on this next month. But that is Tall Ships with Impressions, and I'm pretty sure I've heard of the band, even if I've not heard them to listen to. Okay, so that's a good start. Something else that's brand new for me. Second record pulled today is... what have we got here? Loonworks by Moths, is it? It looks like Moths. I don't know this act at all. I really like this minimalist, it's almost like New Order style, some of their 1980s sleeves, this. Loonworks, I'm assuming that's the name of the album, and Moths, or Moths, is the name of the act, but I honestly don't know. One disc record again, very dark text on the bottom of the back of the sleeve here, so I'm going to struggle to read that and tell you what record label it is. But this is their debut album. It features Deu and Eva, and it includes a CD as well. So, oh, this is nice. You do get this sometimes, where certainly like your sort of up-and-coming independent acts, they'll bundle in the CD of the album along with the vinyl record itself. So, yeah, I'm basically getting two for the price of one here, so that's nice. Couldn't tell you what kind of music this is. I'm guessing it's either going to be indie pop, indie rock, or maybe some sort of dance music, but we'll see. So there we are. Very nice indeed. Alright, the final album pulled today is... excellent. Now, obviously, I do know this is, I'm a pretty big fan as well. Alison Moyet with Rain Dancing. Oh, and it's got Is This Love on it. My favourite Alison Moyet single by a long shot. I've got an Alison Moyet album. I've got her greatest hits on minidisc. I would have showed that in an old minidisc collection update video. But obviously this is, you can tell this is second hand. The hype sticker is on there, but it's a little bit faded. But looks a good condition copy. The Retro have put it in one of their sealed sort of outer protectors, which I find are pretty good for shipping, but I prefer to use a stronger outer protector for my own collection, but I'm glad it's come in that. So I've got something that I know of, and I'm happy because I like Alison Moyet. I think she's great. One of the best vocalists that Britain produced, female vocalist certainly, you know, not even sort of singling out gender, just one of the best vocalists full stop over the last 45, 50 years really. She's still an artist that I think records from time to time, not kind of as big as she was in her 1980s heyday. Firstly as one half of Yazoo, and then with her solo career soon after. I think this will be her second studio album, Rain Dancing. I think her debut solo album was Alf. But if I had to pick an Alison Moyet album, if someone said, okay, you can have anything by Alison Moyet that you've not already got, it would have been this one, so retro. I'm really pleased. I won't give this a score now, because I want to listen to it all. There's obviously going to be plenty of tracks on here I've never heard before. But I'm pretty certain, I'm 99.9% certain I'm going to really enjoy this. So there we are, Alison Moyet's Rain Dancing from, this will be 1986. And for a second-hand copy, this looks to be in fantastic condition as well. Could be an original pressing, doesn't matter to me if it is or it isn't, as long as it plays well and it's in reasonable nick. So there we are. I think that's a really nice box this month, even if I'm only judging most of it on the sleeves and everything really. We've got Tall Ships, we've got this lot, Moths maybe, with Loonworks, and something that I'm certainly familiar with the singles on here, Alison Moyet's Rain Dancing. That was a real unexpected and nice treat, and it just goes to show the variety of stuff that you can get with this subscription. Just putting these records down somewhere so that nothing starts collapsing on me. As you saw, I got a mixture of brand new and pre-owned records today. So 2 brand new, 1 pre-owned. That's nice. I got all brand new last month, but it was all music that I've never heard before. Something here that I do really like. You know, maybe that was more by luck than judgment on the Retro's part, but it doesn't matter. I can't wait to listen to Rain Dancing, so that's a highlight for me here, but hopefully I'll end up loving the other 2 albums that I pulled as well. So there we are. Thank you for watching. That was August's Retro Vinyl Club mystery subscription box unboxing, and there will be another one along in about a month's time, give or take the postal system and all the rest of it. But I'm really enjoying this. Like I say, 20% off with the code Jimmy Barnes at checkout. Just go to the retro.co.uk/vinyl. I want to thank everyone for watching and thank all my wonderful subscribers and patrons. There's all kinds of links, including the link that you need to sign up to the Retro Vinyl Club and the discount code itself down in the description text box. I'm going to go and I'm going to struggle deciding what to listen to first here, because a fair bit of that's going to be familiar, but I'm enjoying this voyage of discovery of new music. So it could be tall ships or moths or whatever they're called that I put on first. But I'm going to listen to them all and hopefully enjoy them all too. And I do hope that all of you will join me again next month for September's Retro Vinyl Club unboxing. Cheers everyone. See ya!